Toronto.
Hey.
Okay, Toronto. Listen
All right.
carefully. Don't do dodgeball, please. Listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you're assuming believing on him is not a work, right?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah. Believing on him is not a work.
Well, Jesus said you're a liar because he said believing on him is a work. John 6, 27, 29. Don't cut me off. Let me read it. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath God the Father sealed. Says you're using King James, I'm using that. They said unto him, what shall we do that we might work the works of God? The Greek is identical. Jesus answered and said unto them, this is the work of God, that you believe on him that he has sent. Jesus said, you're a liar. Jesus said, believing on him is a work. So now you have Paul contradicting Jesus.
No, what happens is Paul's talking about the moment of salvation here.
No, that's not what Paul says or Jesus says. Jesus and Paul are talking about how do you get eternal life.
Can I explain myself? Yeah, how we get eternal life, exactly. Yes, I'm going to address it. Can I explain it? All right. Paul is talking about the moment. Hold on. He's talking about the moment of eternal life. And if you read in Romans 4:2 and 3, it's not by works, but by faith. But here,
this is talking about
I'm not done. Hold on. Yes, I know.
The way you get eternal life.
No, he didn't say that there. He didn't say that there.
Return to your vomit. Get that out.
Hold on.
Bye.
Wow.
I told you, brother.
Wow.
No, he doesn't pay attention, brother. Yeah, I know. You did it for the audience. I know this for the audience, brother. But
anyway, these guys just take scriptures out of context. That's all they can do. Because the fact is, if you go later on in John 6:44, hang on, let me just show you this one, guys. So Jesus is telling them about the works that come to everlasting life. That's true. But where's my Bible thing, man? Oh, okay, hang on. So in John 6:29, that's the one that Sam and them were talking to me about, right? So this is the work of God. And it was like labor not for the wheat that perisheth, but for the meat which endureth until everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him the God the Father has sealed. And it's like, because it's endureth unto everlasting life, because he's not strictly talking about the initial salvation here. He's talking about the whole thing. Labor for it, right? Because he's not strictly only talking about everlasting life for its initial salvation. But what he said later on in this chapter, the same people, he's talking to the same people, the same group of people, he's talking to them, right? And he says to them, look, all that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me shall I no wise cast out. Because you can't go to Jesus unless the Father gives you to him. And then here, no man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. That's why the initial saving faith is not about works. But continuing on in the faith is a work. It's not like a meritorious work, but it's a work in the sense that you're continually doing it. You're not rejecting it. You're not having unbelief. You're allowing God to God's going to give you the faith, but you're allowing him to do that. You're not rejecting it. You're not suppressing it. You're not, putting it down. That's the idea of it. Okay. So I hope does that explain it to you guys? Do you understand what I'm saying? Would you admit, even if Toronto's, that's the truth, Sam and William and Jay are better debaters, hence they win the debate via fallacies? Make you look bad at bullying you? No, because I don't think that makes me look bad. I'm going to actually post that, because it shows that they can't actually allow me to explain myself. They have to silence me. So that's not about good debating. That's just yelling and insulting people. There's no debate happening there. There's no debate. Debate allows the other person to speak, and then you speak. I allowed him to speak. then he did not allow me to speak. He just kicked me off. That's what they do. Have a formal. I'll have a formal debate. They won't do it. They won't. They ran. They would conversate with laymen or praise, but Mike they have to shut down. I know it's true exactly. If they were honest debaters, they wouldn't have kicked Mike off Mike. I know exactly. If their audience doesn't change their mind, you lost. At least plan to see. Yeah, no, exactly. We don't change people's minds. God changes people's minds. We can't change people's minds, okay? What we can do is plant seeds or water. We plant seeds or we put water. God gives the increase. Okay, so that's how it works. And we don't have to try to go there to win debates. Okay, we try to go there to proclaim the truth. And if they're going to shut you down and insult you instead of just allowing you to speak, as I allow them to speak, then that shows that they're weak. They're weaker. They're not stronger. They're weaker. That display there, the display of their cowardice, right there, is not. I'm proud of what just happened there. I don't know if you think I lost something. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. What just happened there? They had to shut me down. They could not let me talk. I let Sam explain his interpretation. How come they wouldn't let me explain my interpretation?